Pretty straight, stern faces walking off the field today. What was just kind of the mood of the team?
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely not satisfied, and we made that point in the locker room, but we also don't want to beat ourselves up because at the end of the day, we know we're a really good team and we're much better than what we showed today. And just we need to focus on this moment forward after watching this film and getting the corrections to show everybody what we're made of next week and that we could just come out as a different team. So, I mean, obviously, we can never be upset about a win, but we're definitely know that we're capable of much more. And looking forward to just getting the corrections and coming out next week better.
Coach Stoops said everything just seemed aggravating today, both sides of the ball. What was the most aggravating on your side?
I just say personally, I mean, I just made some throws that usually I wouldn't. That first interception is one of the worst interceptions I've ever thrown. Just like, I don't know what I was thinking really. And it's just frustrating looking back where, I mean, I haven't done that all year. And then all of a sudden I get in that situation. It's big spot, even though it's third and long, even just scrambling, taking a few yards, punting is much better than forcing a ball there, and that's just learning moments. And I think that, I mean, we definitely should have been able to run the ball a little better against them. If we would have got that run game going a little bit, would have helped us a lot. And Coach Cohen talked to us. I mean, obviously everyone had to get things cleared up from a playing standpoint. He said he had to make better calls in the offense, but at the end of the day, we're the players. We make it happen. We got to make the plays. So it starts with preparation. Yesterday, we did not have a very good day of practice, and we didn't want to let that leak into today, but obviously it did. And we just got to focus on every single day, no matter the opponent, going out there and practicing our butts off and preparing our butts off. So that's really it.
It looked like they were playing too deep safety a lot, and with the way you've thrown the long ball in the first two games, do you expect to see a lot of that? People try to make you go underneath?
No, I mean, that's what we expected, and we did have some things drawn up that we thought were gonna be big shots on the field. Like first drive, overthrew Wandell a little bit. Also had Isaiah Cummings on a deep ball too that I barely missed. So we were a few feet away on connecting for some big ones, and that's on me. Just gotta throw better balls, and but yeah, it's stuff that they defended well at times where I did have to come underneath, and sometimes where I didn't come underneath where I needed to, and it's just a matter of me seeing the defense a little better and making better decisions. But overall, we all just got to make better plays and make it happen.
Felt like a couple of those shots he took were just a few yards short, a little underthrown. Was there anything to that?
No, I mean, just sometimes that happens, and it's just with repetition, and making those throws all week, and it just so happened that I missed it by a little bit. I mean, I'm human, I'm going to miss throws, and threw some good balls today, threw some bad balls, but I'll watch the film here in a little bit and focus on the positives and learn from the negatives and then move on. One
of those positives was that touchdown to Isaiah.
Yeah, that was great.
Do your eyes get real wide when you see a guy just standing there all alone in the corner of the end zone?
Yeah, I thought I underthrew him. I thought he was going to be able to make a play on it. So we were reading that high safety, and the post took him away, and we had Isaiah over the top, play that we had actually struggled with all week, and that was the cleanest we repped it by far in the game. So it's good to get the rep when we needed it, and could have gotten out a little earlier, but just kind of I had the time, got it out, and made the catch, and it was a big play for us.
It was Isaiah's first career touchdown.
Yeah.
What's he like as a teammate?
He's great. I mean, obviously making that change in this offseason from wide receiver to tight end, that's a transition that is hard for anybody to make any transition position change. And he embraced it, and he has taken the role on and has known that he was going to be using this offense and has just prepared his butt off and prepares himself for moments like that. So, I mean, it was really cool to see for him, and I'm glad I was a part of that moment for him.
You've targeted Wandell a bunch this year, which makes sense. He's an incredible playmaker. Do you feel you need to diversify more, or are you pretty content with the targets so far this year?
I think that for the most part, when I've targeted him, it's been open. So it's not like I've forced many throws to him. That the second interception I threw today, I just got to. I mean, we talked about it afterwards, and just design-wise, like just getting the angle of the route a little better, and then me just pulling him down the sideline, left it behind him. He shouldn't have been able to make a play on that because he was open. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely a great playmaker, and we're going to definitely try to design plays for him. But we also got guys that, if they are going to take away him like they did on some of the game today, we'll be able to go and throw to other guys as well. So looking forward to that.
Is he usually the first in your progression?
No. I mean, it depends on the play, but like we definitely have plays for him where he is, but not all the time.
What does Wandale do to maybe get so many, it seems like, in the bunches, pass interference penalties? Right when you need one, he seems to get one.
I think when you're a good route runner, it's more likely for a DB to grab on and to do something like that. It's kind of that oh no moment by the DB, and it helps a lot. I think that's 2 weeks in a row where we were in a big spot like that where we needed that, and he's just able to use his body in ways that make the calls more happen more often.
What do you hope you all get out of that? What message do you hope this kind of calls on for guys?
It's a good wake-up call. I mean, if anything, it shows us to not be complacent and to not approach opponents in any way other than just as they are as an opponent, and we've got to prepare the same way for everybody. And it's a good reason for us to come out next week and have no excuses and to come out with fire every single day, every play in practice. And I think it's gonna lead to a lot of motivation, a lot of earnest, and people that are trying to get better and to learn from what happened. And hopefully we just come out and show that we're a better team than we were this week next week.
Touchdown pass to Evans. Was that a second, third option?
No, it was a fake to the back and then like a bubble screen out to the right with the motion. So I pumped it to him, got the flat defender to jump onto him, and Wandale came out Isaiah came out the back. So that was designed for him, but worked out well. Happy to get him his first touchdown as well, which is awesome.
What does this say about the confidence the coaches have in you that even after your initial early mistakes, that they're still letting you sling it?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. I think it means a lot to any quarterback when you're able to make mistakes and they're still throwing the ball and letting you make plays. I mean, when we had that drive when we were down, I knew that we'd put ourselves in that position and shot ourselves in the foot. But at that time, in that moment, it was just focusing on that drive, that play, and we were able to get it done. So it means a lot to me. It shows that they have confidence in me, and it feels good.
When you come off the field after that first interception, what was the first thing that Coach Cohen said to you?
I mean, he asked like what I was seeing. It was the 3 double buzz look that they'd played a lot in 3rd and long that we'd seen before. We talked about earlier in the game when they clouded that boundary, where that hole shot would become available, which is just in between the flat defender and the high safety or corner, whoever it is. And when I went to escape that side, I kind of was thinking Josh was gonna settle in a little bit more, and he didn't. But I threw it anyways, which I shouldn't. And other than that, it was just him telling me to move on. And you can't fret about things like that. You just got to focus on the next play and put it behind you.